Hey everyone, it's Helen. You can tell what kind of a week I've been having by my hair. This sums it all up. I don't know about you, but it has been crazy. Okay, my last couple weeks have been, and I'm normally upbeat, optimistic, glass is always half full, but not the last couple weeks for me. I've been down. I've been down in the dumps. So I don't really know what to do about it either. I think everybody is kind of feeling that way right now. There's just so much going on. Obviously, it feels like we're reliving COVID all over again, with the shutdowns and the restrictions and the numbers. It's just like just when we seen just like a little tiny bit of light a few months ago, it's just like it's all like again. So that's crazy. And then obviously you'll probably throw the election into it. People are still unsettled. Some are great, some are not. So that's been going on. And then I think with the holiday coming up here in a couple of days, people, aren't in their normal. So it's just like, they're used to traveling or going and seeing grandma or grandpa or aunts and uncles, and they're not going to be able to do that. So there's just a lot of energy out there right now. And I'm one of those people who carry the energy. So it's heavy. It's really heavy. I've told you many times I own a coffee shop, and, by the 100th person who's come through and is feeling this way, it's like I'm feeling their energy. And I've even had people kind of pull up and cry. I've had people pull up and just completely unload, which isn't completely uncommon, but these are pretty much strangers who are doing this. So not people who are friends, just, maybe some acquaintances, but mainly strangers who are coming through. And so I've been sort of carrying that, which I shouldn't. I need to let it go, give it to the Lord, pray, and keep lifting that up. But, it's been a little harder for me lately than usual. So I've had to really get with God and just say like, God, I need you to take this. This is yours. These things that are going on, your hand is in it. These people, they're your people. We are the hands, the feet. We're called to love. But there's some not great energy out there too, and I have to remind myself like, God, these are your people. You'll know what to do best, with them. I will be love and light and do my very, very, very best. But it's just like, whew, holy smoke! So. If you could pray for me, that would be amazing. Pray for me to have peace and calm, have strength. Strength is good. I just feel like, in a sense, I need like a do-over right now. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that way. And when I say like a do-over, I just mean like I need to reset. Like there's something like within me right now that's just like, Helen, you've got to reset and restructure and stuff, because I have been feeling things lately that I'm like, it's not like me. And I've even been thinking things that are out of character for me. I've been irritable, maybe a little bit angry, a little bit bitter. And then people come and they dump, and it's just kind of like, I'm trying to smile, but really inside I'm thinking not great things. And so I had to give it to the Lord last week. I'm just like, you need to take that, because that's not me. But I think we're all feeling the same thing is what I'm getting at. It's just like, we're all stressed. The unknown is getting to people. The fear is getting to people, So this is such a great time right now, you guys, to take a deep breath. I've been praying, even when I haven't felt like it lately. I've been just like, God, you're going to have to. And, I don't always get crazy, but I'm just like, God, I need you to do something now. King David did it. So I'm like, why not? I'm not King David, but I'm like, I've been kind of getting insistent. Like, I'm kind of like that lady in the Bible I've talked about who keeps like pestering and pestering and pestering until she gets her way. And that's why I'm just like, God, we need to see you. We need to feel you. We need to hear from you. We need it now. And so I'm waiting on a miracle. I'm just waiting for him to come through. I'm trying to listen, outside of all the noise and distractions out there. And I'm just hoping that he just comes in like a mighty flood, like only he can do. And he just gives us a revival, gives us a newness, gives people peace, gives people healing. That's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm hoping for. We can be kind to one another. We can love one another. And honestly, for me, we can all quit living like, just like at half mass, And what I mean by that is just like, just doing barely enough to get by. It's just like, we need to get out there and be our very, very best. We need to be people of integrity. And that's what what I mean by like a reset. I'm just like, Helen, restructure. Where are you spending your time? What are you spending it on? Where is all your energy going? And kind of restructurize that, because you have to do that from time to time, or it will get completely out of balance, which I know I'm living proof right now. And I'm sure a lot of people are feeling that way right now. People are still like being mom and dad, and then they're having to be teacher, and then they're trying to wonder how, and they're worrying about how they're going to make ends meet, like bill wise, and then they're trying to be, the best daughter and son, and so it's just like, I know I'm not in this alone right now, you guys, but I just feel like we're going to have to start looking up. That's the only way that we can even remotely get by. It's just like, and maybe I really do believe that God's like, I'm here. I'm here. So when are you going to call out to me? When are you going to tell me you need me? When are you going to tell me you're sorry? When are you going to, tell me you love me and worship me and praise me? And, I'm here. And so it's just that small, still voice that you're like, everything's spinning around, getting crazy. But he's like, I'm here. And I know that's true because he doesn't lie, and he's holy, and he says he'll always be here, and that's what his word says. Like, I'm not going to leave you, I'm not going to forsake you. He says, I'm with you always, Matthew 28:20. That's the Lord speaking, like, I'm with you always till the end of time. So he's here in the moment, in the midst of this big, crazy, chaotic, unknown mess, and he's working something magnificent out of it, even though right now we're all getting a little bit dizzy, a little bit discouraged. So anyways, I just really hope that you all can just have a wonderful week. I really, really hope and pray that everyone has a great Thanksgiving. I know that some people aren't going to be able to be with their loved ones. However, I hope you guys can do FaceTime calls. I hope that you guys are fortunate enough to be able to buy a yummy meal and prepare that within like your household with the people that you can spend it with. I hope that you guys can be blessed and have a yummy bottle of wine. Why not? It's the holiday, and just be grateful and thankful for what we do have. Again, this month I have so many things to be grateful for this year, so I really shouldn't even be in this funk. And I have to remember that God brought me out of like a hurricane this year. I was in a hurricane in Cancun. He brought me out of COVID. I had COVID in August. He sustained my coffee shop in the midst of all this. I'm a small business here, trying to survive, and somehow he continues to bring me customers and sustain me. And, our family, we're here, we're hanging tight, but, it does get, the lighting's kind of changed. It does get a little bit, it gets stressful because we're all dealing in different ways. Your children are dealing, my son's dealing. My husband deals differently than I deal, so he wants to be able to fix things and control things and, change things right away. And I don't think that's what God's doing here. He's not looking for a quick fix here. I think he's trying to get into the matters of the heart. He's squeezing everybody. So that's what's happening. Everyone's being squeezed. So let's all just try to love each other in the midst of being squeezed. That's what I'm doing. And again, like I said, I'll pray for you if you'll pray for me. And I'm hoping that this week's going to be a better week than the last couple have been. Last week was a little bit better than the week before, and so on and so forth. So that's the direction I'm going in. And I've been watching some online like church things today. I don't know. I know I've talked about this before, but if you've never watched like TBN, if you get a minute, throw on TBN. I don't know what channel it would be for you, but here where I live, it's like channel 78 or whatever. But has just some really motivational, great stuff on there. Just stuff that will just kind of lift you, stuff that just kind of will encourage you, get you out of like all the doom and gloom and everything that's going on. And it's like I've been watching this and just less of the news, and I've been doing a little bit less social media. That doesn't help either, guys. So if you're looking for a quick fix on a way to maybe start feeling a little bit better, stop by a local coffee shop and buy a cup of coffee. I know we appreciate it. And maybe get off the social media. I know that it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that, because I'm sure everybody already knows that. However, I've been on it a little bit, but just not quite as much. It's just not what I'm looking for. I mean, yes, I love an occasional picture. I love to kind of inspire somebody by giving them a like, because I know that means a lot to people. So I think doing that. But otherwise, just kind of getting away from it and going back to basics on the things that make us feel good. That's what I'm trying to do today. I like doing this. I love talking to you guys, so this makes me feel good. So I snuck up here. I was already at Walmart and the car wash and everywhere trying to do my stuff today, just trying to get caught up before the hectic week. But I love this. I think I'm going to write to my 90-some-year-old grandma, who's obviously got it dialed in. She's always lived simple. She's fantastic. I love her to death. And she doesn't eat out a lot, and she says mind your own business, and she just drinks a cup of coffee in the mornings and reads her newspaper, and just she's lived simple and she's worked hard, and it shows. So I don't know. I think I'm going to write grandma. That always makes me feel better. And just trying to reorganize my house too. It's just like I want to get restructured. I think I'm gonna start with one room at a time, literally. And I think like just doing a cleansing, an overall cleansing. Like I want a spiritual cleansing. I want a physical cleansing. I want an actual cleansing around me. I just want it to be cleansed right now. And so part of that would obviously be the area that surrounds you. And I want to get into every nook and cranny over the next few weeks and start kind of trying to organize little by little by little by little, just giving away what I don't need, giving away what I don't want, just starting fresh. So that's something that'll make me feel good. And then, as always, journaling. Guys, I started to write my book. I'm only on page 2. Page 2. This could take us 20 years to get it written. So if you can pray for that too. But I might write my book tonight a little bit. I don't know, digging into my childhood and that kind of stuff, that doesn't ever feel good. But God says the truth will set you free. So here we go. I don't know. Right now it doesn't feel very good though. And Lucas is like, Mom, you condensed like 18 years into 2 pages. And I'm like, I know, because I don't really want to dig too deep, because then it stirs up all that stuff that you have to deal with. I didn't know the Lord when I was young, guys. So I didn't grow up in a Christian household or anything. And I'm not even going to lie, I wasn't always the best in my teen years. I was sneaking out, and there were boys, and there was drinking, and there was everything in my high school days. So, I'm so grateful for grace and for the Lord coming to find me in my 30s, for me finding Him as well, because some of those younger years I'm like, oh, but you know what, even then you can see His hand there. He's always protecting us. He was always there. He never left me. And there's so many times where I'm just like, there's for sure there was a God, because there's no other way I would have made it out of some of those situations had He not been there directing us. So let's never give up on our children. Never. And I'm so glad that He didn't give up on me, because I'm living proof that people can change by the grace of God. But anyways, God bless. Thanks for just letting me ramble. I just really just wanted to kind of go on a little bit of a tangent, just about like, help me, we're all going crazy, but we're going to make it. I know we're going to come out of this better on the other side if we can just stick together. Okay, guys, God bless. Have the most amazing Thanksgiving. Hopefully I will make a video before then. And if you want, leave a comment on anything you'd like me to talk about. There's probably a million other health issues that I haven't discussed on my page. But I also want to start discussing, inspirational stuff as well. I always love to talk about God. So maybe we can do some scripture. We can do some verses. We can just talk about some life experiences, kind of just go to the day-to-day thing. Speaking of that, I got 3 boys downstairs right now, teenagers, 14-year-old boys. I can just give a look and you know what I'm thinking. I love them, but boys are a lot, and I've limited them now to 2 sodas. I come in and they have this whole thing of soda. I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm like, you each only get 2, and 2 is too many. 2 is too many. However, you gotta kind of let them do a little bit of this and that. It could be worse. They're here, they're in my house, they're playing games downstairs. So it's just like, I suppose I kind of like to keep an eye on them anyways. A little close eye. Anyways, guys, God bless. I hope that God blesses you guys richly this week with just family and fun and laughter and peace and just a sense of calm. And I can't wait to see what 2021 brings. So we'll obviously be making more videos before we get into the new year, though. All right, have a great week. Bye.